Greetings everyone, JJ here from SchoolOfTrade.com, March 17th, 2010. Here's your live trading recap. Hope you guys had a good time in the room with us this morning. We made a little bit of money. We learned a little bit about the wave indicator today. We talked about triple witching. Guys, I want to remind you though, 3 important links on our YouTube page. Guys, if you're watching this video on the YouTube page right now, 3 important links. One for our free 3-week trial. That's right, come out and join us in the trade room, free for 3 whole weeks. One is for our 12-month track record, see how we've done over the past 12 months. And of course, the last one is for our blog. Guys, if you haven't been to the blog yet, head to the blog. Got a brand new trade management video out there, 3 steps to success, dollar index, speed trading articles. Make sure you guys check those out. All right, we only took 1 trade today. Boy, quiet morning in the market this morning, guys. Not much going on. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on this morning. But as you can see, guys, 1 trade today. It was a winner, obviously, here. 10 ticks in, $100. That brings our total here, guys, 2010, 22.3 here right now. Just shy of 4,800 USD in the month of March. We'll keep you guys posted throughout the rest of the month. Now, what's the most important thing that happened today? Well, we came into the market this morning. Today was a Wednesday. All right, so we had members trading today. Hope you members out there had a good diamond trading today. But we sat down this morning, opened up our chart, 745, and what do we see? Well, we knew, of course, we still have triple witching. We still have, of course, OPEX this week. Now, today was Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday is the Wednesday before OPEX. So, of course, Wacky Wednesday, head to the YouTube page, search for Wacky Wednesday, and you can learn more about it there. But, guys, triple witching is on Friday, right? Which means this week is one of those tough weeks where we know triple witching is on Friday. We know the weather's getting better here, wherever you guys are. Daylight savings time, right? Springtime is here. Usually this week, the end of the first quarter, is going to be a little bit more difficult. And we knew this, right? This is not a surprise for us, guys. We knew this. So we structured our day accordingly. And of course, we knew pretty much what to expect, but the market gave us some confirmation of that belief. At 8:30 this morning, crude was pushing its highs, but the gold was sitting at its open, right? Sitting at the open this morning. So whenever we have markets sitting at the open, we want to be careful about that. Now, price was moving much faster in the pre-market than it was after the U.S. Open. At 9:45, it was very slow. In fact, a lot of us were kind of sitting here scratching our heads wondering, where'd all the movement go? Right? We thought this morning at 8:30 we looked pretty good, but boy, by 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock, 10:15, the dollar was completely sideways. We saw a very slow pace of tape in the dollar this morning. And by 10:45, there was no more big money in the market, right? We watched, in fact, one of the gold patterns we looked for this morning, guys. What do we see? We saw a picture-perfect pattern late in the morning. Not a single big buyer was seen. Okay, now, of course, big buyers on gold, didn't see any. We also didn't see any big buyers on the dollar, and that's usually going to go hand in hand there. So that's some of the most important things we learned today, guys. We knew what to expect, but we looked at the market to confirm that, and we got pretty much exactly what we expected to see. Now, guys, we took 1 trade today here. 11:25 was the time on this trade. Now, we really had to wait patiently, right, guys? We really didn't see very much action here until very, very end of the morning. And even that action was really pretty tough to feel confident taking this one. This one was as perfect as they get, guys. It's the only reason why we took it. Most of the patterns today, momentum was still a problem. But in this case, guys, we got trend up here. You can tell my trend by what? My trend is defined by the slope of this trigger line. We come up top, right? We, of course, test the 1125 area here on the gold. As you can see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts here to break to these highs, right? We'll look for a breaker pattern long, right? We'll gladly take that breaker pattern long above those highs. We never saw it, though. We marked up our swing low. The key here is we got below that yellow trigger line. Okay, that's the key here. On a 2-step pattern, I want to make sure I get below the trigger line here because, as you can see, there's my swing low, right? If I get in short here, I want this thing to be able to tumble, okay, not get held up by a trigger line below me. So make sure you're below that trigger line. Everything looked perfect, right? Follow me down bottom here. You'll see, of course, same time, momentum pointing down. Things look good. 1125 was the entry on gold, 2-step pattern short, 24 even was the fill, and we got our +4 target filled first. Stop gets moved down to entry point, -1. And as you can see, it quickly then reversed right back up here and took us out at our point of entry. But at the end of the day, guys, what do we have to do, right? I'm very proud of the way we handled today, guys. Today was a tough day, right? No ifs, and, ors, or buts. Pretty tough day today. Triple witching later on this week. We have the end of the first quarter, right? If I look back through my notes, right, guys, look back through my notes over the years, I always come to this week in March, right? It's that triple witching, the daylight savings time, the end of the first quarter, right? Don't forget, guys, a lot of that mattress money out there right now is sitting in a mattress because people are waiting to see what the first quarter ends up with. All right, so this is going to be the most challenging time of the year for us. Most challenging time probably August, right? Last 2 weeks in August because nobody's working then. But guys, this is right up there, guys, with some of the most challenging environments you're going to see in your entire career. The good thing is, though, we knew about this, right? This is not catching us off guard. Okay, but as a new trader, you might be thinking to yourself, boy, why are these markets so difficult right now? Why isn't JJ taking more trades? Why am I not seeing so many moves here? Well, guys, it's pretty simple. You got to look at the big picture, right? We're at the end of the first quarter, triple witching, right? Which, of course, when all three of the stock index futures options, all of them expire at the same time. Guys, this is nothing new. All right, now, I have a special surprise for you guys, though, in our next slide, because I want to tell you guys more about a brand new indicator coming out, guys, a brand new technique. Now, we're talking about the wave indicator, right, in the room right now. We got a lot of members that really love the wave indicator. The wave indicator, some of the great things about the wave indicator, guys, is that, well, it worked on any market, right, any market. So whether or not you're trading a 1 minute, right, or a 3 minute, or maybe a 4 range, or a 6 range, right, or maybe a 30-minute chart, 89 tick chart, whatever time frame you want to try, you want to trade with, guys, it'll work any time frame. One of the great things about it, though, is that we have predetermined entries, right? Predetermined entries, which means I'm going to know exactly where my entries are going to be ahead of time, and that's very nice, obviously, because we can use our specific rules, qualify the trade ahead of time, and then wait for price to come to us. Now, guys, this is a new technique we're introducing tomorrow, guys, in the room. I want you guys to come out and join us here, and it's called the trigger zone. All right. Now, most of our clients, right, they're having a hard time. Well, not having a hard time, but the initial learning curve is, right, if I have price that starts out up top here, right, we jump up to the upside here, and of course we've got my trigger line, right, following. Well, the question is, right, is how close do I get to the trigger line before I pull the trigger for a buy order, right? How do I know when it goes too far? Okay, so around that trigger line, right, your point of entry, that's where always the most questions are being asked. Right? How do I know when to get in, where to get in, why to get in? Well, we're going to use the same simple rules, guys, but now on the trigger zone. Okay, and again, members, I'm going to show you guys how to use this in another video. All right, but for all the guests out there, we'll go over this again tomorrow morning as well. So we'll cover this tomorrow morning in the room, guys. But let's start down in your lower left-hand corner, right? Lower left-hand corner here. And so the lower left-hand corner, you see we have a signal fires off here long. Okay, now we're going to jump to the upside here, and now we're going to wait for price to come back and test the trigger line. Okay, now we have a brand new technique now that will define for you your entry zone. Okay, so as soon as I get into that entry zone, I'm then looking for everything to work, right? That's what I'm going to be getting in. Now, there's a bunch of ways I can use this. I can now scale into the trade, right, into the entry zone, and then I'm going to place my stop at the red line. Okay, guys, it tells you exactly where to place everything, right? Where your entries are, where your stop will go. Okay, guys? So, of course, the first one, as you can see here, right, picture perfect entry right in the entry zone. Right? Next one fires off. Another signal here at 8 o'clock. We then jump up again. Right? We make up our highs up top here. And as you guys know on the wave indicator, what are we doing? We're waiting for a pullback, right, to test that rising trigger line. Here it is. Right? Great example here, guys, of how we test, right, that entry zone. Right? So you're going to be looking to buy at the top of that entry zone. Okay, another example up top here. Right? Signal continues. We keep jumping up. We make new highs up top here. We retrace off those highs, right? Pull back off those highs, right? At the top of your entry zone. All right, guys. Now, as you can imagine, if it goes through this entry zone, I'm not going to take it. Okay, I'm looking for it to hold inside the entry zone, right? So if this is my entry zone here, guys, right? If this is my entry zone, and I've got my trigger line, right, that comes up through here, I'm going to be looking for price to come up and hold that trigger line in the entry zone. Okay, now, if it goes down below it, I'm not going to take it, right? If it's up above it, I'm not going to take it. So you stay right inside of that entry zone. And then, of course, the red line there on your charts, that, of course, shows you where your stop will be placed. Now, guys, this is a fantastic tool because it can be used on any time frame, any market, and it goes well with our wave indicator. We'll tell you guys more about it tomorrow morning in the live trade room, so don't miss a beat. All right, guys, Thursday, March 18th, 2010. Let's prep for tomorrow. 8:30 jobless claims and CPI numbers tomorrow, guys. We also have 10 o'clock Philly Fed, and don't forget about that 11:30 webinar. Tomorrow's a Thursday. Don't miss a tick there tomorrow. We'll definitely have a great webinar tomorrow for you guys at 11:30 Eastern Time. And tomorrow morning, guys, we'll open up at 7:45 Eastern Time. right? Monday through Friday. We do webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you guys want more information about our routine, the markets we trade, more about the wave indicator, about how you can be a part of this as well, the beginner's course is specifically designed for all of our trial guests. And if you guys want more information about lifetime membership, just simply drop us an email, sales@schooloftrade.com. My name is Joseph James. Hope you guys had a good time in the room this morning. It's been a challenging week, but guys, we knew it was coming and we're prepared for it. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about the trigger zone. Bye-bye for now.